Hello students, today we will discuss class 9th Beehive story Packing, chapter 7. The story is written by Jerome K. Jerome. Now I would like to tell the introduction of the chapter. It is a humorous extract from Jerome K. Jerome's Three Men in a Boat. It describes how the packing work is done by three gentlemen, including the narrator himself. As all the three have no experience in the matter, they make a mess of the whole affair. The dog Montmorency adds to the confusion more by his misdeeds. The whole description is intended to amuse the readers. Now I would like to explain the chapter 7 Packing. When the narrator and his two friends, George and Harris, decide to go on a holiday, the narrator offered to do the packing. He felt pride in his ability to do the packing. George and Harris happily agreed to the narrator's proposal. They relaxed and invited the narrator to start the work. The narrator's intention was that his friends would not let him do the packing. Instead of it, they would do packing and he get a chance to boss over them. When he saw both of them relaxing, he felt irritated. In fact, he hated to see others doing nothing when he was working. He felt very uneasy when George, relaxing in an easy chair, started smoking a pipe, and Harris too stretched his legs on the table and lit a cigar. All this was contrary to his intention. The narrator started to pack. It did not take him much time to finish the packing. Hardly had he finished when Harris asked him if he had put the boats in. The narrator realized that he had forgotten to put the boots in. George laughed in his usually way, which irritated the narrators very much. Hurriedly he opened the bag and put the boots in. Suddenly it came to his head whether he had put in the toothbrush or not. He turned everything out but could not find the toothbrush. Brushes of George and Harris were there, but his own toothbrush was missing. One by one he put the things in. He then found his toothbrush. It was inside one of his boots. Then he repacked the things. As soon as the narrator finished the repacking, George asked him if he had put the soap in. By this time the narrator was feeling very irritated. He angrily said that he did not bother about the soap. He won't open the bag now for the soap. But he found that he had unknowingly packed his tobacco pouch in, so he had to open the bag. Harris and George then offered to do the rest of the packing. The narrator agreed. At 10:05 p.m., the packing was finished. Only the articles of food remained to be packed. The narrator now sat down on one side. When George and Harris started packing, there were piles of plates, cups, kettles, etc. to be packed. To begin with, they broke a cup. Then Harris put the strawberry jam on top of the tomato and squashed it. George walked over the butter. The narrator kept watching them. It made them more nervous. They didn't find what they wanted to find. They put the pastries at the bottom and the heavy things on top. The pastries got squashed. George trod over butter while packing. He got the butter off his slipper and tried to put it in the kettle. It won't go, and what was in would not come out. At last they managed to get it out. They then put it on a chair. Quite absent minded, Harry sat on the chair and the butter stuck to him. They looked for the butter all over the room. It was finally found, stuck to Harry's back. They got it and put it in the teapot. Habitually, Montmorency always got in the way of things. He came out and sat down on the things they were going to pack. The dog would put his nose in whenever George or Harris tried to pick up something. He put his leg inside the jam. He pretended the lemons were rats and he put them into the basket. Harris angrily said that the narrator made the dog do all this. Packing was completed by 12:50 and they were ready to sleep. Harris hoped nothing would be found broken. They decided to get up at 6:30 in the morning. George was already asleep. Harris and the narrator put a bathtub near his bed. When he got out of his bed, he could easily fall into it. Now I would like to tell the message of this chapter. Packing is a humorous narrative. It describes the oddities of three friends who decide to go on a holiday in a highly entertaining way. All their actions show their foolishness. They are non-serious and do the packing in a careless manner, putting pastries at the bottom and heavy things on top of them. By highlighting their odd behavior, their carelessness, and their forgetfulness, the writer conveys the message that packing is an important activity and it must be handled carefully. The things required on a holiday tour should be systematically packed so that whatever is needed during our holidays should be easily available to us. Thanks. Have a nice day.